Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live video chat show where we're going to do some arts and crafts. It's going to be out of this world. Okay. We're going to do a new book tonight, and uh, we're going to have some fun. Going to have some fun tonight. Oh, I was going to try to get my chat up. I'm just a few minutes early, but I'll get my YouTube up and get the chat going here and see what we can do. So I'm planning on doing a new book, and we're going to do a celestial type out of a flight book, I guess. uh, um, we will. Let me get my chat in here. See if I can't get it up. Get it up. Got to turn the volume down. Always forget. There. And look, there's Candy and Belle. Miss Belle. Hello, Miss Belle. I'm so funny. Margaret and Candy. Good to have y'all, Janet. Janet's getting ready to go night night, so everybody give her some good night blessings. Good night, Janet. Sweet dreams. Off for the airport in the morning. She's going to go on an air. I think she's going on an airplane. Maybe she's driving. I'm not sure. She's leaving town. So anyway, I was talking to Nida yesterday on the chat, and we decided that we're going to start a new book. Now, you realize that I start these books and they're never ever finished because we always can go back and work on our books. But we felt a need to do a new book, and we decided between her and me, it was really her, it's all her fault. We're going to do a celestial book, and I know Candy, she's going to New Jersey. I'm so sad. I can't get up there. I'm too many miles away. I'm all the way down at the bottom, and she's all the way up at the top. But anyway, we're going to do a celestial aerospace, outer space, inner space, aerial type of a book. So we can put anything that flies can go in this book. And I'm thinking a lot of outer space type stuff, and of course space. We've got our international space stations and stuff, and I bet I can find something in here. I got this book to gather pictures out of, and that's what I'm planning. That's why I got this out, and I also got some other pictures here that I thought would look good in our book. Excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a lounger. My voice just started squeaking. I got excited. Janet got me all excited. It's all Janet's fault. Yeah, she's going to New Jersey, and I think she's going to do a few things, and it's going to be a mission. She's going to do some mission uh, pit stops. And she's going to see Jersey Laura with blessings. Jersey's having some kind of a retreat up there, and it's a crafting retreat. And I don't know how many people are in it. If any of y'all know, you all maybe can share. And I'm hoping that maybe she'll stream a little bit while she's doing it. We'll have to wait and see. Now Janet can do a she can do a little video on her phone. She can do a little video of some short visits of where she's going to be vacating and visiting and things that she's going to be doing up there. So hopefully she'll get to see, she'll find a nice yarn shop. Put that on your Google search when you get to town. Near the put fibers and yarns near me, and it'll find your location and it'll give you all the little yarn shops around you. Oh, Margaret has a son in Union City. Okay. Of course, Margaret's down in in uh, in New York. She's in the Bronx, near Philly. Okay. The retreat is in the Northwest New Jersey. Okay. Okay. There you go, Candy. Thank you. Candy's all up on the news. She can be our journalist. So good to hear that. So now, Janet, I'm gonna be doing some fun stuff tonight, but you go ahead and close your eyes and rest. Get some rest. So anyway, in my celestial book, yeah, yeah, you're in Brooklyn. What did I say? The Bronx. I said the wrong one. I'm sorry, Margaret. It starts with a B. I'm terrible. I'm terrible, I tell you. But I know where it is on the map. Uh huh. Over the Brooklyn Bridge. All right. So anyway, I found some of these location pictures, and I thought they would go good in some of my collaging techniques that I'm going to be doing in this celestial space book. So I'll be fussy cutting that out, and that's the capital in Israel. And this is a statue from Pompeii, and we're going to use that. And I got the round things um, to make planets. And this will be some of our makeup planets. And I found this round thing to make a planet. So these will be some things that we will put in the new book. So we've got those. And I'll be going through here tearing out some pictures. I get to recycle this book, and some of these pages might be some background pages or some if what do you call it? No, I wanted to say ephedra, but it's ephemera collage papers. And I'll go through here and get some things like this and this, because this is something that you'd see at the space station. And here's a spaceman down here. We could use him in there in our book. Of course, I love anything of the earth, and this would be great because I love the colors in it. So this book is going to come in handy to harvest some of the pictures, and we'll do a celestial book. And I'm going to do. I think there's Nidra. She's the Vinictron girl. And come on in. I'm just getting started. I've got a book to grab pictures out of. But anyway, we'll have plenty of time to look through this book here. And I want to include hot air balloons and airplanes and anything aerodramatic, aero, aerospace, aero something. You all know what I mean, don't you? Hi, Belinda, and see who else come in. Good to see everybody tonight. I am just a few minutes early. Couldn't wait to get started. And I've been in here all afternoon working, and I said I'm gonna go in there and and just lay down for a half hour before I have to get on. Well, I went in there in the bedroom and it was already 5:30. And I said, well, so much for that. So I just got right back up and come marched myself back in here. And here I am. So I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. And we're going to get this started. So I found this fabric and I liked it because it was navy blue. And I think this will be a good cover for our book. So, and I've got seem to have plenty of it. So, what I'm going to do is cut me off some of it, and we'll be covering the book in this. And really, I just need to cover. I just need to cut because it's folded, so I just need to do so much. So let me roll this up a little bit and see if I can't cut us off a swatch of it. And of course, my desk is getting smaller by the minute. Everything I work on, it gets smaller and smaller. So anyway, this is going to be the cardboard. I had enough of this polka dot material to choke a horse. So I've got this for my front and back, and this is going to be my spine. So I just need to cut off this much. So let me find my scissors. And I don't care if they're straight or zigzagged. So I'm just going to cut this off to here. And it's a little bit extra more than I need, but that way I can get the rest of this put away and out of my hair. So what I've done is, like I said, I needed some cardboard. So I had extra paper, and I'm just using the extra paper. I glued it together, and I think there's 5 sheets here and 4 sheets here, and I think that'll be fine. And then I'm going to put this in the middle for the spine. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue it in. And this is already such a good crease up here. That's going to be the top of my book. So I'm going to roll this up. And I'm going to glue this down. Right there. And I'm going to just go ahead and use some white glue or tack it down with some hot glue. I'm just going to tack it down. Real easy. And it's got lines, so that's good. I can stay on the lines. And then this will be glued inward. And I can take my scissors and miter the corners a little bit here. Like that. And guess who's crying? I've already fed her. My kitty cat's crying. I just don't understand. She just thinks I can come in here and she can control me and boss me around, is what she thinks. I hear you. And I've already fed you once today. I have, and there is water in there. I made sure you had fresh water. So I'm just going to, just tacking it down. Just tacking it down a little bit. So, we'll see if this works. And I've got a runny nose all of a sudden. Why is that running? I did take an allergy pill this morning. So so now Idris, she's starting her book too. So if anybody wants to start a new book, this is how I'm starting it. It's I'm using this is my cardboard. So I got a front and a back, and then I have a spine, and I'm leaving just a little bit of fabric right here, just a finger length, so that it will fold. So I'm going to glue this side down just a little bit, leave a little bit of room for folding, and then over here on this side I get to cut it and fold it in just a little bit, and I'm going to use that line. So I'm not really measuring, I'm just guesstimating. So it's not rocket scientists. Are we going to make all kinds of astronaut puns? It's not going to be astronomically uh, hard to put this thing together. I think that is hilarious. So I'm just going to fold this end in, the end, like that, and glue it down just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just a little hot glue to, I don't want the lumps underneath it, but I do want the glue to glue it down. So how's that? Glue it down a little bit. Okay. Now, a little bit there. Need another glue stick. And a little bit over here. And I'll trim this off too. So I love this blue fabric. It's perfect. So all I've done is I've got about an inch on the edges of the perimeters, and then at the top it's completely perfect, and I can fold it down automatically. So I thought I would just go ahead and do the bottom side first. And I'm going to cut about an inch. I'll just use that straight line right there. And then I'll glue that up. And it'll be cattywampus, but we won't know, nobody will know but me and you. So this is a nice little piece here that I will save for, in the scrippy scraps area. And I have this I can save too. I'll go ahead and trim it off for something. If we need a little scrap for something, we've got it. And I'll just get a little pin over here. Well, I thought I was going to get a pin. Let's try this one. Here it goes. Put a little pin. Put a little pin in it like that. Save that for later. So here it is again. This is the inside. And I'm going to fold this up and put a little bit of glue on it. Glue it down. And like I said, I had a ton of this polka dot uh, paper that Dana gave me, and I still have more. So I'm not being wasteful. I'm just using what I have in my stash. I'm just using what I have. So that's the main thing. If you got extra things to use, there's no reason why you can't use it. So I'm just going to glue that down and that down and that down. So I got it tacked down with the hot glue. So now the top can just fold all the way down, and this will be the inside of my book. So I can just sort of, and I could, since this is all exposed, I could just use my glue stick on this part. And then when I do the edges, I'll use the hot glue again. So this is the first part in making a homemade journal book if you're wanting to start a new journal. So you got to have some cardboard, and you can use what? A cereal box? What else could you use? You can use any kind of cardboard that you have in the garage. You can use poster board paper. What other kind of things can you use? What else would be a good, you could recycle anything. So I got this glue stick on here, pretty thick. So I'm going to fold this top down and smooth it out good. So this will be the inside or the outside. It could be in or out. I really doesn't matter. So I'm going to flip it over. Uh-oh. I did a bad thing. I set that down on some paper and it stuck to it. So this might be the inside over here since I got paper all over it. I can't get that off. I might be able to get it off with an iron, but it'll be behind. It's the spine. So this will be our inside of the book. We made that decision real good. So you can see my edges, and I had this little girl sit out because I thought we would paint her tonight. So I'll move her over here out of the way now that I've ruined her. But we can fix her. We can fix her. Okay. No harm done. So anyway, this fabric on the outside, I'm going to miter the corner and see if I can't stick it inside here for the edging. So I'm folding it in, and I can go by that line right there. I'll go by that line all the way to the bottom, and I'll glue this seam down. Instead of sewing it, I'm going to glue it. I'm just going to follow that line. I'll use my hot glue gun, and we'll press it down as we go, like that. And we'll rub it down like that. Hi, Ellen. Ellen, everybody's saying I love you, Ellen. Well, I love you, Ellen. Hi, Teresa. Marty's here. Everybody following along on my making of a book. I'm just covering it with this fabric. And this is thin fabric. It's nothing big. It's not like upholstery or anything. And you don't have to cover it with fabric. You can use paper. If you wanted it to be that same color of the paper that I had, you could do that. So this is going to be the back side. So this side, I get to put it down. And I'm going to pull it back. And I think I'm going to trim it because it's too long. So we're going to cut it on this line. My heavens, honey. You're going to just cry all night long. Don't know what I'm going to do with you. You got me wrapped around your little finger, little paw. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim the top part off because I'm going to tuck it down too. So we'll trim it off right there. These scissors cut so nice on this fabric. It's cutting like butter. Just like butter. So there's that piece, and we'll save that one. It's a pretty good sized piece. We'll put it in our scrippy scraps. So anyway, I've already glued this side down. Now I'm going to glue this side down. And I will miter the corner and tuck it in to about there. To that line. And we're going to still decorate this. We could put cord on it or lace. Being celestial, I might not do lace, but I might do some kind of a goldish, some kind of a gold trim. Hi, Esther. You're here? Okay. You love me too. I love Esther and Marty and Ellen and Candy. I love all of you all. Does anybody else need some loving? So I'm going to glue this down real fast with the hot glue gun and get it nice and smooth. Everybody's in love. Everybody's in love. We're all in love. That's good, everybody. And you know what? We need to hear that more often, right? Sometimes we just need to hear it. I love all of our crafty family. I do too. Yes, Esther, I do too. So anyway, here's our book. It's coming along. I've got the bottom now. So this needs to be tucked down, and I'm going to miter this corner and tuck and turn this one down a little bit. Let's see how I'm going to do that. I might just need to cut this one just a little like that. And then we're going to fold, and we'll be gluing that edge down just like that. And there's the line. We're going to go right along here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the glue gun. And it's just craftiness. It's nothing professional. It's professionally crafted. How about that? Professionally crafted. I'm just folding it down. No big deal. No big deal. It's going to be soft. So I'm moving to the spine. This is the spine area right here. And we're going to glue that down right there. And we'll press with our fingers. This is called finger pressing. And you can see this is the middle part. And then we just have this side. Almost done. How to make a new book. Cover it any way you can. So I just did that there. Poke that down there. And fold that there just like that. And then we'll glue that part down. So, little hot glue there and press it. Make it smooth so you don't feel that glue, hot glue. Okay. So here is our folder. We've got insides and outsides, and we at this point we can do it either way. And I've got some paper here that I accidentally hot glued it to the table that had some paper down. So I don't know if I can get that off or not. So if I can't, that's just going to be the inside. That'll be our inside. And then on the outside, I think it'd be cute to put some kind of a fold over gold trim on it. And it could be done in fabric or paper. If you have gold paper, you could fold a piece of paper over the edge of this as well. You could put some rickrack on it. You could put some lace on it. I think something outer spacey would be metal, something metal looking. So anyway, this is going to be our book. And I went ahead and I folded our paper up. And this is the paper I've chosen. And it's mixed media paper. And I went ahead and I sewed each piece like a signature. And I've never seen it done this way before, but you know me, I make things up, okay? So a lot of times I just fly by the seats of my pants. So I went ahead and sewed these like they're signatures, and there's 3 holes in here. Well, on the back of each one is a little tie-tie. And then I'm going to take each one of these tie-ties and I can tie them all together if I want to, but this is going to be the back of the spine. And then I thought I'm going to have to attach it to this inside here. Since it's fabric, I could lay this all down and glue it down this way. I could glue every bit of that down, glue the edges down to it, or I could sew it and just do a little whip stitch. And that's what I kind of wanted to do. I wanted to sew each one of them down and just do it by hand. And there's 9 pages. So I don't know. What do you all think? Do you all have any ideas of what I can do about putting this in here? Also, I could take another piece of fabric and put it on separately like this, and then glue it down all together again. Now that would be a good choice. I think I could do that better than I could just putting it in here. I think I'd rather put it over here. Joyce, hi Joyce. You just finished dyeing some coffee paper. Woohoo! It tires you out. Hello, Carol. I've got some happy mail. We're going to look at some happy mail. So anyway, this is a professionally crafted book by Beth. So this could work as a to put in, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, the idea is that each one you would put a chipboard to glue it to. Well, Joyce, I've got my chipboard's already in the spine. I've got cardboard in the spine. So I don't really need the chipboard because I've already got a piece underneath here. So if I do this straight onto this fabric, I can glue it straight onto the spine. So that's what I think I'm going to do. But I didn't want to spend all night on this project. I just wanted to get it started. And I think if anybody was to say, I want to start a book, this is a good way to start a book. I think this is an excellent way of talking about it. So I'm just going to cut this off right there. I know, sweetie. I know it's just shame. It's a terrible shame. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to get a lot of glue on the sides. I just want the glue to be on the ends. And then I want to fold this up. That's what I want to do. We could try it. And we can test it. We can test it to see if it's going to be acceptable, and then we can tell everybody in the bookbinding club that this worked. So I'm just going to put some glue on the very end. Of course, I ran out of glue. Holding it down real tight. And then I'm going to wrap it like that. Oops. So I'm just going to wrap this around just like that. Okay, Lynn. Lynn is in the house, and Lynn drew a rooster. She drew a rooster, you guys. So proud of her. So these are still together right there. And I am going to put a little bit of glue on this side. And I think I'll use the glue stick. hmm And I could go ahead and trim this piece. Making a new book. This is how you make a new book. There's lots of different ways to do it. And you can always go uh, to your search engine on your either your internet or on YouTube. Search how to make a new book, how to make a journal, how to make a book, how to bind a book. Lots of different ways, lots and lots of videos. And I have no idea if it's ever been done this way before or not. I have no clue. But this is how we're doing it. So I'm flipping it over. Here's the other side, and I can add a little bit more glue on this side. And then I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to trim this end, this edge. Like that. And I'll put some some glue right here. and glue this edge down like that. So this is my book. These are the pages in my book. Now, are they going to open up flat? I have no idea. So let's find out together. Just let that glue, it's still warm. So, so there's my spine, and it's going to go right here in the book, and I'm going to see if it'll open up flat. This page does. This page does, kinda. This page opens up flat. This kinda, the edges are there. I think it's going to be okay because of the thread that I had there. Because of the thread, it's sticking to the back. Here's an extra tassel. And we can take this one here and just tie a little bow in it, and it'll be part of the decorations in this book. So we won't mind having a bow in the middle of our book. We won't mind at all. And I'll even trim the edges. So that's kind of laying flat together. I might have to add a little bit of reinforcement there. We'll see. We're going to keep going. That one's going to lay flat. That's going to lay flat nicely. That'll lay flat. Here's some more threads. We'll tie another bow. We'll have some bows. It's our book. We can do anything we want. There's my little kitty cat. Pitiful, pitiful. I'm not a bad mama at all. I'm very, very good to her. Let's see if I can't make that tighter. Like that. Like that. Okay. That's going to lay flat. So I think we're going to be okay. We've got a few extra bows, but we're going to put them into the choreograph. It's going to go right nicely with the book. Like that. And this one's going to lay flat. This is going to lay flat. It's going to be okay. I think we're going to be a-okay. So we can glue this to the back of the book. So that's what we'll do. Like that. Put that together. The last page, it lays flat, and it's going to be fine. Okay, and that's the spine. So there's our square spine. Goodbye, Lynn. She watches this from her phone, and her phone doesn't always have a charge. So all I'm going to do now is take this flat part right here, and I'm just going to hot glue it to the back of the book. So we've got plenty of room in our book to make it fluffy if we put any objects in our book. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is going to be our celestial book. So here we go. I'm going to take some hot glue and put it right on the spine. Of course, I ran out of glue. Come on. Get another glue stick. Here we go. Here we go. Get in there. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm hurrying. So there's our spine, and we're going to glue it to the back of the book. And the back of the book has cardboard. And that is going to be our new book, the beginning of it. So I'm just going to let that glue get cool. So, all right. So anyway, here is our book. And we get to continue to decorate it as we go along. And we got the paper in it. And eventually it'll have a tie to close it with. But we've got the basics. We've got paper, we've got the outside, and we got a book. Oh, I had to rush because it was hot glued, Candy, or the glue was going to get cool. So anyway, I like it. I think it looks great. I love the blue. And so I think what we can do is let's see if I can't do at least one page of our celestial, and we could do something like this. We're going to collage. We could do something like that. So let me just take out a page or two and I need another one of these outer space things. See, we could use those words. That would be good to use. Let's use that and that in our book, in our new page, on the first page, and use some of that. All right. So while I'm thinking about it, I'll go ahead and show you. I'll show you Lynn's rooster that she drew. I sent her a video on how to draw chickens, and then she went ahead and drawed a chicken, and she sent me a picture of it. So here it is. See if I can find it here. Here is her rooster. The rooster from how to draw. I think that was the name of the video that she watched. Her name was Jane something, Gonzalez or something. But anyway, here is Lynn's rooster. She did a good job. And we've been doing chickens on Tuesday nights with Colleen and Dana, and our chicken farm book. So I'm going to just do some tearing here. And I'm also going to ink the edges. We're going to use this outer space sign word, and it is written, and it's on the back. It was on the cover of the book. It had a paper cover, And I got the book from the library or someplace to recycle it. So we're going to use this space the word. And the book originally was $20. And the book, you might be able to find something like this if you go to used books and type in space, and you can get a used book like this. Doesn't have to be this particular one, it could be any kind of space book. Uh, this was 2002, Barnes and Noble. Space Photography Guide to the Universe. So it has a lot of pictures in it that I'm interested in for the celestial book. So what I wanted to do on this first page is get some pictures here, and I want to use this part. This part, not so much that part, and we're going to decorate the first page. And I wanted to collage on the whole page. So I'm going to need another piece of paper, black. I could paint it black. Let's see. I've got black paint. I could do that so that if there's anything that shows, I might be able to even use this and do something like this. With my ink pad. That'll work. And then I'll ink the edges. And this has got a sharp corner. I'll put it right there. Just like that. Perfect. And then this has got a sharp, smooth edge. So we'll ink these edges up a little bit. And we're going to put it up here. Like that. We'll smooth it down. And then I've got these dark pages. I'm going to do these. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you, dear. Good to see you. And we'll put it right there. And this edge will go to the edge. The edge and the edge. So I think Sharon's husband has been helping her rearrange her craft area so she can get in there with her walker. I hate covering up that big star right there. I hate it. But we'll just have to find another one. Yeah, I could have just glued down black, and I do have black paper. I do have black paper, but I wanted to be creative. I wanted to be creative. Space, the final frontier. This is artsy. This is how I like to work. I like to work with unusual stuff. Like that. Put that right there. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to just do the first page, and then we're going to move on. And I'd like to work in the Victorian book, if I could, a little bit. A little bit. We need a little bit of ink there. Like that. Oh, I like it. Looks good. Then I need a little piece of this. Yes, use what you have. Absolutely. If you've got black paper, use black paper. But not all of the papers are going to be black. I'm going to have some with like earth with sky, a lot of sky. So I have blue skies and clouds, and I've got some cloud paper out of my travel magazines. I can use some some real clouds. Mm-hmm. So let's put this right here. And we'll rip it off there. Like that. And then I just need one more piece right there. And that's what this piece will do. And I'll have to look for my book back way before, when I first started streaming. I was watching Dee Dee Willingham, who is she's my true art hero. She's my art hero. And anyway, I did lemurs in space. And she did it too, and I drawed along with her on that particular day. And I can show you my version of what she painted. And we can also go back and find the video where she painted it, and we can look at her lemurs and compare. We can compare. So this page could be trimmed off right like that. Very good. And I can also trim the bottom like that. And the top like that. So anyway, that's that for the front of the book. And then we're going to put our space on there right here. Space, the final frontier. So we can look around and find something else to put here later on. Because this is just the beginning of our celestial book. This is just the beginning. And so you've seen it right here. You saw it here first. So there's our first page. And we'll get to decorate the front of this and so forth. I'm going to put this over here and let it dry. And we'll get that out again the next time I stream. And it'll probably be Thursday because this is Saturday. And Tuesday we're going to do the chicken farm book. So, uh, so the other thing I was going to look at was my Victorian book. And I'm going to use this in the Victorian book. This is a piece of that polka dot paper that I have, bunch of. And I'm going to make a corner pocket out of it. And it's also going to be it's going to be a special corner pocket. So I'm going to fold it in half and crease it real good. And I'm going to fold it the other way and crease it the same way. Oh, Andrew's here from Alaska, and he is carving an ivory bracelet today. He likes to carve ivory, bones and ivory. So we folded it that way. Now we're going to fold it the opposite. It's a square piece of paper. It can be any size square. It could be 10 by 10. It could be 8 by 8, 7 by 7, any size square paper to do this corner pocket that we're making. So I'm just creasing the creases real good. Also, this was the paper, and then I glued a napkin down and collaged a napkin down. And this is going to go in the Victorian book. It's got Victorian people on it. Okay, and then I'm going to go from corner to corner. So I'll go down here and make this corner. Now you don't have to use the napkin. That is, however you want to decorate your paper is however you decorate your paper. So it doesn't have to be a napkin. It could be anything. But since we're doing the napkin trade, I thought a napkin would be appropriate. So I'm going to fold it both directions. And then we're going to do it corner to corner the other way, like a star. We'll make a pocket, a corner pocket, and we're going to put it in the celestial book. So I'm just going to crease that down. And we're going to fold it the other way. And I saw this on one of those reels, those the reels that you find in YouTube and Facebook, those little short things. And then upright, I'm going to cut one time in the middle, right here down this middle place. I'm going to cut to the middle. Just to the middle, just like that. And then I've got to fold it. And I'm going to fold it. Oh, and also get 2 magnets. And I have magnets. Forgot about the magnets. I need magnets. I got these magnets. I don't know if these are going to be big enough, but hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. Maybe we'll use more than 2. But I got these magnets and I haven't used them, so it's time to use them. Use them or lose them. If I can get them apart. I can't get them apart. They're strong. So, hi, Barry. You know anything about magnets? I can't get them apart. All right. I'll work on that in a second. Uh, I don't need that many. Come on. I'm sliding them off. There's one and there's two. And I might need another one in the middle. We'll see. I got 4 out and they're not anywhere near each other. All right. So anyway, I'm going to end up folding this like this, like an accordion. And then this is going to be the pocket. And I've got to fix it. Yep, it's going to be just like that. So this is going to be the pocket. And I'm going to take my magnet and I want to glue it down right there. And I'm probably going to use, I'll try a little bit of glue. And I'm probably going to put a piece of tape over it. Okay? So I'll get some washi tape to put over top of that. You can use anything you want. But I'll use a piece of washi tape here. All this. I think this is washi tape. And it's got a backing on it. Like a sticker. You could put a sticker on it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Heavens to Betsy. You're not going to be able to do it. Let's try this. Here it is. Got it. I got it. I got it. So there's my washi tape. And I might just put a little bit of glue underneath it to hold it on. Like that. Because it doesn't seem to be super sticky. So that'll protect our magnet. Slide them apart. Thank you, Candy. She Googled that for me. So there's one. And I'm going to put another one right here. So what you do is you lay this magnet down and it should stick to the paper right exactly where that magnet is. So I can take a piece of washi tape and 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 tape it down. So uh, Esther, he gets his ivory off of the coast. He goes out and hunts for ivory that's washed up in Alaska. And he can buy it as well. Other hunters and scouts find it. They find it. They go hunting for it, and then they can sell it. Yeah, they find it. It's ancient ivory too. So I don't know which way to go. Don't really matter to me. So we're putting the magnet there. And it was supposed to attach to the magnet on the other side. Did it move? I don't know. We might have to put 4 magnets. That's where that one is. Yeah, they go foraging for their for their ivory and their they go find tusk and bones and whale bones and and the tusk of walruses and maybe mammoth. You know, they might even find wild ancient mammoth up there. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I got that one off. Now I know if you all do this, you'll do a much better job than me. Oh, that's working. So I need, I'm going to need, I've used three. One, two, three. So there's got to be one, I got to have one on the other side. I might have to use an extra magnet, which I don't mind to do at all. So I'm going to shut this and put this magnet down, and there's where it stays. So that's where it is on the other side. Get another piece of washi tape. Fiddle with the back of it till I get the tape off. This washi tape came from Margaret, and I'm going to put some glue each down like that. Ta-da! So I think I'm going to need one more. I'm going to use them or lose them. Of course, I didn't put them in the container. I threw them in the bottom of the bottom of the bowl. One more, slide them off. Okay, we're going to slide it off. And then I'm going to put these back in the little case. Everything's sticking to it. Okay, we'll just drop it down in there. It's safe. They're not going anywhere. So we go to the back of the thing and see if we can't get it to stick. There, see, it stuck right away. It stuck where to go. It knew exactly where to go. That's awesome. Didn't know it was going to be that easy. So we'll get some more glue each over here. And I folded it and flicked it with my fingernail and got it. That was better than the pen. Okay, put that away. Are we having fun yet? So when I glue this into my book, I'm only going to put glue on two sides because it's going to be a pocket. But if you don't want to make a pocket, you can glue it all the way down. So here's my vintage book. So let's find a page where we can put it, where we want to put it. Because it could go right there on that page. It could, it should, and it's gonna. So I'll show you some of this here in just a second. And I'm going to use the hot glue gun since it's heavy. It's kind of heavy. And we're going to put it on this page. I want y'all to see it. See me put it on the page. So when it goes on the page like a corner pocket, you're going to be able to open it up like this. And it's going to be a, a picture. And the only thing holding it together are the magnets and the paper. So I could glue it down real tight. And I'm going to go ahead and use my hot glue gun because it is heavy. So we're going to make it a glue pocket. And it's going to go right there in our book. So I just thought it was really cool. So the magnets, hold it. But we're going to open this up, and then we have a hidden picture in here. And there's our hidden picture. It could be a hidden a note. You could put a secret note in here. And then I went ahead and like they did in the video, and I made it a pocket so I could tuck something down in there. So let's see if I have just something like this. This will go down in there as a pocket. So just for a demonstration. Actually, I could put them both down in there. Oh, we'll make more than one. So we've got some hidden note cards in here. And we also have a hidden picture. Like that. So I hope y'all liked that. That was what I wanted to show you, and it stays together with the magnets. Yay! So also, while I'm here, I wanted to before Carol goes, I wanted to show you what Carol sent me. You know, last month, Carol got to 1,000 subscribers, and she had a big party, and she had a big stream, and I was a guest on her stream when she had her little party to celebrate. And so she sent me some happy mail afterwards, and so I'll show you what she sent me. And a lot of this is going to go into the chicken book because she sent me this farm envelope napkin, and I thought that was cute. And then she sent me some tissue paper. I love it. It has all of these different type of stamps on it. And she sent me the raven, and that's kind of one of her mascots. She likes the raven, and this is a sticker. Then she sent me this pretty fabric, and it looks like dragonflies. Their heads are together. They're dragonflies. And then she sent me this little coin, and it looks like it has a little bird on it and a heart that she painted and made. She sent me the definition of a chicken. A chicken is a bird. Chicken lay eggs that we eat. And a chicken is good to eat. And she sent me some little ephemera with some little things on it. There's a lock, a ticket. I can make a little cluster with that. Then she sent me a rooster, and we painted this rooster one day on my channel. It was on a Tuesday, and she came on as a guest, and she painted the rooster, and then she mailed it to me on a card. Isn't that cute? She made a little art card out of it. So that'll go in the chicken book. Then she sent me another sticker of a raven, and it's a sticker. And then she sent me some words, and it says, start doing things you love, have an open heart, live your dreams with passion. And I've already cut one of these off and used it in my other art book. I did. I've already used it. So this is going to go back in the envelope, and I'm going to put this in the chicken book, and we will play with this on Tuesday, and I will put them in the chicken book. So I'm going to do something in this book. This is the vintage book. So let me do a couple of pages and flip through. I love that. Isn't that pretty? That was done on text paper. Uh, so here are some of my pages in the vintage book. They're all different. It's a glue book. This is a glue book, and you can continue to glue things in it. And so far, I like everything that I've done. I've got some more of these girls. These are vintage. That's real vintage paper too. That was given to me by Cindy. So yeah, and this was made by Cindy. It's an origami dress. I think I need to outline it. And it's got real velvet ribbon. I just feel like it needs to be outlined a little. Does that help? I think it does. I think it does. It helps. Okay. So we can always work on our books. Is it a bookmark? And this month is napkins, and we are in the middle of a napkin trade. If you want to, if you want to play along and you want to send me some napkins, please do send me some of your napkins, and I will send you some of my napkins. I got plenty to share, and I love this book. I've got this book out, and I've got another girl that I pulled out of the book that I'm going to do for tonight. Hopefully, we'll get to it. That'll be next. I'd like to paint her. I should paint her in this book. I guess I'm going to go have to. Uh, I'm going to have to go and see what my cat wants. So let me leave you on this page, and I'm going to go see what she wants. She might want food. She might want to go out. Let's see what she wants. I said you want. She was wanting more food, so I gave her more food. Gave her some fresh water. She wasn't lying to me. That's the only time she ever meows is when she wants something to eat. Honest Injun. All right. Now, where were we? Okay. So we're doing a little flip. This one could use some words. Let's get some of Carol's words and see if any of those words would look good. Sayings would look good here. Well, I think they would. I think they would look just fine. So, give me just a second. Start doing things that you love. Have an open heart. We'll put that one there. And we'll put this one up here. Hi, Susan. Hello, hello, hello. Come in, come in, come in. So let me find my glue stick. And we'll put these down. We'll put these down over here. We'll put that one there. And that one there. Well, it stuck to my finger. Heavens to Betsy. What's next? And this is a little flag that I put in there. It goes on one of these pages. So I'll just put it in there right there. I had it sticking out at the top, but this will be better. And then on this page, I was on this page earlier today, and I had some of the extra napkin of that vintage napkin that I used, and I just glued them down. Had 4 pictures. It was a dinner napkin, and it had it on there 6 times. So I used 2 of them on the pocket, and I intertwined them. The original picture, the original napkin. I guess I could show it to you. The original napkin. I've got another one over here. This was the napkin. And it's Victorian, with these people in it. Well, it's a dinner napkin, and so there were 6 pictures of it, like this. So here's 4 of them. wherever I was, wherever page I was on, right here. So there's 4 of them. Then I had 2 more. So when I got to the hidden picture, I took 2 of those pictures and I collaged them together. You can barely see it. It's kind of dark, but I collaged them together, and I cut his arm, and made a flap and put it underneath her shoulder, and I'd intertwined them and layered them together over here. So you can sort of see, and that's how I got the bigger picture. I just felt like it needed to be bigger, so that's how I did that collage, and was being creative. So here's another napkin of it, and if I want to, I could do it again. I could put this in there again, but I used the rest of the napkin on this other page. So that was good, just because. So again, these are all just collages, and I did this paper piece. This was the arch, the roses out of a seed catalog. So I took red flowers and green and some green, and I made an arch and glued the red flowers on there by hand. I glued them all on there by hand to make another arch. A little bit of picture uh, paper painting. So, and I've been working on this book for several months. So, hi Brenda, how are you? How are you doing, Brenda? Thank you, Susan. And this was a ledger book that I bought that was one of those famous people. I don't know if it was Deanna or who it was, Deanna Wakely. One of the girls had a ledger book, and it's a replica. And I turned it into a vintage book, and as you can see, it's fluffy. Well, I went ahead before I started, and I took out some of the papers where they were sewed in, and I took out half of the papers, and I have them. So I can do another book with this paper. I sewed them back together with thread, with waxed linen, and I've got another. I could have used this one today, but I used plain paper. But anyway, I've got another to make another ledger book. I've got some more making. So that's for the future. And then this page here hasn't been done yet. That's one page. I think there's another page. And I'm thinking we might just work on this page today and do it next. It's 7:30. I've got an hour to do a painting if I do it. And these were just some extra paper and extra ephemera that I have left over from things. This was a where Carolyn lives up in Canada, and she Janet went to visit her, and she gave her this sticker, and Janet gave it to me. So it's just something I can use. But anyway, this is just some extra ephemera. But if we do this girl here, I'm going to try to paint her. So I'm going to use my ink pen, and I'm going to draw and start drawing her. So she's got this little hat on. It kind of like a fabric toboggan, doesn't it? It looks like fabric. It's not a scarf, it's a hat. And let's see if this pen will work. But we're going to try to draw it. And it goes like this along the front, the fold of the fabric. And it kind of bouffants over here. And that's the fabric of the hat. And in her hair. And then her hair comes down like this. And there's something, must be glue on this. Or on my pen. Something's on my pen. It's catching. And then she's got some ruffle or some curls like that. And then here's her face. She's got eyebrows. And here's the other side of her face. And her part. That's her part. And then her hair goes back like this. Down, 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 down. Oh, we're getting a good start of it. A good start of it. There's her eyebrows. And then here's her eyes. And she might have green eyes or brown eyes. Not sure. We'll give her some color here in a minute. And I'll go ahead and give her some eyelashes. And then her face, kind of her nose, and then her tip of her nose. And she's got little nostrils and make her look like a pig. That's not very good. We just might have to do this. I don't know what we're doing. It doesn't look good. So now we'll do her lips. And like this. And then her jaw, chin, it goes up to her face. That looks good. Sometimes I do good, and sometimes I do bad. We just might have to cut her out and put her on top. And then I ripped her dress. I accidentally got some glue on her. So she's got these ruffles on her shirt. Like that. And then to a V like that. And let's see here. And then her dress kind of goes down like this. And she's got puffy sleeves like that. That's just her other sleeve on that side. And then under here she's got some more fabric and a band on her arm over there, and that's part of her dress. That goes down to her dress. And something like that. Yeah. Can you all see that? I think you can. I think her face looks like a puppy dog. I've messed her nose up royally, royally. So let's see if I can make it better. Let's see if I can do better with her. And her hat is brown. Let's make it a bronzy color. That's not too bad for her hat. And I'll get a pencil and shade it in. And I might even do a darker shade. Let's see if this will work. There's her funky hat. Okay, there's that. That's kind of what it looks like. And then we want her hair. I'll make it lighter. We'll give it a gold shade. Make her a blonde. We'll add some dark to it. Now we can make her a different shade. Susan says, I gave my daughter some of my paint markers this morning. She was tickled pink. Pick 'em young and train 'em right, Susan. There you go. Lynn said, did everybody show you the rooster? And she missed it. Yeah, I showed him the rooster. We done saw it. I'm going to give her some green eyes. What color skin do we want her to have? Since it's already yellow, we could give her another skin tone. I've got my other pencils here. I've got a chocolate brown. We'll give her darker skin. See if it'll show up. Might be able to hide the doggy nose that I gave her. Yep, faces are not my strong point. But we certainly have a lot of fun, don't we? It's fun to see me goof up because we all goof up sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. It's abstract. It's artistic. It's artistic abstract. And I can give her some red lips. But you see, some of it looks realistic. It really does. It looks realistic. Of course, I'm going to do blue eyeshadow. Okay. It's she's got character. Okay. Now her lace is an off-white, and I've got this goldy pencil. I'm gonna try it. Give it a little color. Then her dress is a chocolate brown again, like her hat. So we can go back and use some more browns. But I like her. I like her a lot. Maybe I can give her a green dress. Let's try giving her a green dress. An olive. Okay, that looks good. All right, I think that's it. That's all I'm going to do with her. Just a quickie. And I'm going to do her skin a little bit more. I could give her some blush. That's just the way she is. So these go over here. And then I'll get a pink, give her some blush. Give her a little bit of brush. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to cut her out for this side. And we'll have to collar her in. We'll have to try to patch her up. Try to patch her up. I don't know if we can, but we'll try. We're going to try. Okay. Need another shade. I'm trying. I don't know how good I'm doing, but I'm trying. Now, where'd my glue stick go? Glue that piece down and that piece. So, Stephanie says the pups are doing great. Lori's is doing okay. She's always too busy and has a lot of health issues too. Good to hear, Goldie. That's good to hear it, Stephanie, honey. Glad to hear it. So we're going to cut her little funky hat out here. It's what it is, a funky hat. I don't know how you would. There. So this was my inspiration. Gotta have inspiration. And these, I'm going to use some more of these on around her. And they're going to look good on this page. This it's a yellow type of rose. I think it's a yellow rose. Would you call that a yellow rose? No, they've got centers in them, so they're kind of like dahlias or zinnias or something. Yellow and pink. And we'll put these around her. They're from the same book, they're just the opposite side of the page. And I'm just kind of semi-fussy cutting them out. So, Lynn says, when I draw faces, they're ugly, but I still like to draw. That's right. We keep drawing and trying. Um, and eventually, we'll do, every now and then you will get a good one. We'll do good. I'm bound to do good on one of them one of these days. So I'm just sort of semi-fussy cutting these roses out here. And we'll just glue them down on the page wherever we can. Like that. And see how many we need. And then I still have more, and I also have this. And I like the writing. It's some kind of list of something, Mr. and Mrs. names. So we'll use some of this on here. And we can ink the edges. And since we're using a gold tone, I'll just do it in brown. And the goof offs marks, we'll cover them up too. So I got those, and I still need some more touch-ups on her, and I'm going to use some of the trimmings that I have in the back here. I got some extra stuff, so let's get some of that up here that we might need. I could put a gold butterfly. And I could put some stuff out of this Happy Mail envelope. This is something from the other day. There's a kitty cat. And I've got some ephemera in here that I could use. This is somebody sent me some of this in Happy Mail. And that might go with some of the colors. We'll try a little bit of that. And in here, we've got some packaging, and we had some plants, botanical stuff. So let's see if we can't use a little bit of that. I don't know if I need these, but we'll see. This came from Cosmos, and I don't know who that is, but she sent me some pretty Happy Mail. So we can pick and choose what we want. So let's just go ahead and get her started. I'm going to glue her down a little bit. And then we can stick underneath her and do some layering like that. Like that. Here's some botanicals. And here's a 10-cent soda fountain coupon. It's a coupon. We'll stick that up there. $0.10 soda coupons. Put that back in here. What I don't think I'm going to use. I like that butterfly. And it looks like it's a sticker. Oh, it is. And we've got a big gold one. We'll get one of those. We'll put this one up here. And then we'll get one of these. And these stickers came from the Dollar Tree. Like that. There's some pretty paper. We're going with the botanical stuff. This is cute. These are doggies. It's a sticker. We'll put him down there. I'm not going to use the soda fountain. There's a piece of berries. And I believe it's a sticker. We'll take it off. And we'll want to put it right here. Like that. Save the other doggy. And I'll glue some more. I could put some of this down. I didn't get any of this down. And we'll stick it underneath over here. Like that. I like that. I like that. Some of this, I just got too much. I got to put some of it back. And this is just some packaging. And I don't know if I need that or not, but I'm going to go ahead and put, there's a ticket right there of some sort. Lost and found. We'll put it there. Don't need any more of that. We'll save that one for next time. And I've got some of this we could use. I think I don't need it. I've already got stuff down there. Oh, this one's cute. I can put, it's like a library card, checkout card. And we'll just give it a little trim. And we could put it right there. Just doing a little bit of layering. And I'll save that one for later. I'm going to glue down these yellow roses and pink roses. We'll put some of these down. Like that. doesn't want to stick, but we'll make it stick like that. Put some more there. There's another butterfly. And we'll put it up here. What do y'all think? What does it need? What does it need? So, hi, Ellen. Angie's here. Angie's saying hi to everybody. Okay. We'll just put that one up there. All right. What do y'all think? I'll put the date on it. Today's the 6th. Any feedback? Another page in the Victorian book. This was off of somebody's envelope. Happy Meal. It looks good on there. All right, I'm going to move on. I've got a piece of wax paper here. I need to take some pictures so I can. What have I done tonight? I've lost track. What have I done? And we made the new book, the celestial book. I could take a picture of it. Space. The Final Frontier. And what else did I do tonight? I think that's it. Happy Mail. I'll put some of this in the back for later. Keep the wax paper out. There's some leftovers. And I think we've got one more page. I'll do a flip through the back of the book. Cute. I like it. Here's a page. We haven't done that page. So there's 2 pages. So I'm going to go ahead and take out all the extra. Sorry about that, guys. I hit y'all on the head. I've got three or 4 pages back here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look about tying this. I need to tie it. So I need some, I guess I need some lace. Where is Becca's lace box? I want to find something to tie this together with. So, let's see what we can find. I kind of got blue on the outside. It doesn't go with anything on the inside. We can use this. This is strong enough. Ooh, this would be good for the space book if I've got enough of it. It's blue. There's some other blue. We need the blue for the space. There's some more blue. Okay, well, we can get that done. I just need some of this. I think that'll be enough. And I will glue it to the back side of the book. Like that. Is my chat, can you all hear me okay? My chat's stopped. Is everybody still with me? Are you bored? I know I'm tying up these loose ends. Literally tying up loose ends. So this will be the Victorian book. Like that. I don't see the chat moving. Can I get some answers? Are you with me? I'll put the Victorian book away. Hello, hello. Has my chat stopped? Hello. Can you hear me? I don't see anybody moving. Message me if you can hear me. So I've got this blue or this blue. I don't see a thing. You can hear me. Okay. Okay. I'll stay on. I don't know why. I don't know why my chat's not moving. But hi, Mary. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Nidra. Everyone is applying in the chat, but it must be frozen. We hear you. Great. Okay. Well, I'm not going to worry about the chat. If you all can still see each other, that's good. But I do not see anybody typing in my chat, and I'm not going to worry about it. We're not going to fret. So anyway, I've got this ribbon here, and I put some on the Victorian book, and now I'm going to put some around this space book, and we still get to decorate it and stuff. But a tie is always nice to put on a book uh, to fasten it. So I will put this on there, and this will be our tie for the space book. It's an unusual ribbon, but we're going to use it because we like it, because we're unusual people. We are unusual. So I'm just going to turn this over, and I'm going to glue it down right there. So I still have a few more minutes, and I think what I'll do, I'm going to go over here and get a book to show you, a flip through, a blast from the past. So we've got a tie on our book, and we'll start working in this book next. Be Thursday. It'll be Thursday before I work on this again, and that's what we'll do. So we got that. We did that. Now some of this stuff is left over, and I can put it away, but I don't have to put it away right now. This was just leftover ephemera for the Victorian vintage book, and I'm not going to put it all in the book, but I will. We're not going to throw it away either. So I'm just going to leave it here, and I'm going to go over here and get a book off the shelf. So you all stay right where you are. Don't go nowhere. I'm not finished. And we'll see if I can't find you an old book that you haven't seen. I've got a bunch. I've been doing it for 7 years. So I got 7 years worth of books. And we'll try to get one out of here from the back. 23, 20. Okay, let's try these two. One of these days, I'm going to get all of them out and put them in chronological order. That's my hopes and dreams. But I don't think I'm going to do it this summer. I keep running out of time. Okay. So this was back in 2020. Let me get another lozenger. And these are just citrus drops. They're not cough drops, but they really help soothe the throat. Almost lost it. Okay. So this one's 22 and this one's 2020. So let's see if I can do a quick flippy through some of these. Okay. This is just some Bible verses. And these are different napkins, leftover napkins over here. And that's something else we could do. I have a shoebox with leftover napkins that I've used, and I've got bits and bobs napkins, and I can do some napkin art. So this was done in April, and this was from a book that we had. It was a paint along book, and it had several steps to do this. It had the background, and then it had the leaves, and then it had the flowers, and then we'd go back in with the white. It was one of the last steps, and then I had a stamp, a little dragonfly stamp that I stamped on that. hmm These are our animals. These are the bears. This came from the Habitat, one of the Habitat Wildlife Federation adventure magazines that I get. They're free um, travel magazines, and I get them free. And they come like once or two or three times a year. I get one. And this came out of the magazine back in 2020, and then I painted it. I tried to paint it. So I've been doing this a long time, trying to get an inspiration, and then I paint it. And bears are hard to do. The nose of the bear is so hard, and it's the same thing with dogs and horses. I have a hard time with dogs and horses too. But we tried to do the little bears. And then we have Leo the lion. And I went crazy on this one. I went super crazy. I ended up doing these ziggy zags, and then I got the gold and the copper, and I just went nuts. So I went rogue. But I tried to capture him as best I could at that time. 6 years ago. hmm And here's Ozzy, the bear. And I was really proud of myself on this guy. There was some depth, back in here behind his front paws, and that's like his belly and his back legs. And I had to get back there, and then I had to bring the front part forward. And so I accidentally used a little bit of gray to distinguish the layers. And I, for the time 6 years ago, I did real good. I liked what I did, and I love 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 the background, the yellow at the top, the blue in the middle, and the purple at the bottom. I tried to capture that. And then here's the panda, and this is one day Joe. Joe came and drew something with me, so he does have talent, guys. This is the, I've only had one or two things that he has done, and this is the only one that I can think of. And this was back in 2020. So one of these days, I'm going to get him to come in here and paint with us. He did this. He sat over here, but you know what he would rather do is go outside and cut grass. So, or go to the store. Or he's off today. Tonight he had to go to Home Depot. So Joe did really good. hmm And here we have a tiger. And he was hard to do too, to try to get his side and get it to to counter, to get it to blend in with the front. But I did the best I could at the time. But I liked the background because it was, he was out in the fields, and I did some background stuff. I think Jay said, "What is that?" I said, "That's the bush." Seals are very hard to do, and I don't know how many times I did these. I painted them, and there's several layers on here, and I just could not capture him. I could not capture this color, and I quit and ended up just painting them gray. Go like a metal. This is a gunmetal silver pewter. Celie and Sally, but we had a lot of fun doing them. And here's the parrot, and this was another one. You see how his wing is curved concave to the front. I tried to do that. I tried to concave this to the front, and it looked better going this direction, like this side, but I couldn't get that side. I tried, but I just couldn't get it. And here's a picture of some sheep, and I picked out three of them and did these sheep over here. But this was my inspiration. I'm very amateur. And here is a picture of Nora. So I got Nora back in 2020. That's good to know. She's about 8 years old because I think she was a year and a half when I got her. And this is a mommy page. And I was talking to Carol the other day, telling her, and anybody else, this was after my mama passed away, and she died. This uh, this is when she passed away. She died April the I can't remember if it was the 1st of April or the middle of April, the date. But she had already passed, and this was done on April the 16th. But this is the year she died. This is the week. This is the week of that she died. So you're probably going to see some more dedication pages in here, maybe. And I was working out of 2 or 3 books. So, but anyway, this was mom, and there was 5 of us kids. Okay, Scott, Beth, Mark. Where's Rick? I guess he's under here. There's Rick. And then somebody sent me the envelope, and I taped it in. This was on the back of an envelope, and I put Dad's name on it. So that's all of us. Yeah. So it's good to do dedication pages, guys. It helps. It helps. It doesn't solve anything, but it helps. It helps with the pain. And here's my elephant, and I did him this way, and he's in pencil. And I just kept doing shade after shade after shade of the pencil until I got the dark spots on this. And here is a lemur, Leonardo lemur. And I had a hard time with him doing his leg and everything, and look how long their toes are. Well, they are long. Look how long they are. And here we have a jaguar. I got her head down. I got her head down. There's Joe. You want to see your panda?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see your panda? Remember doing that? You signed it right there.
Yeah.
We're just doing a flip through, a blast from the past. My chat's not moving, so I'm gonna. This is uh, my iPad. Maybe I can get it to refresh. Oh, there, I got it to refresh. I can see y'all now.
I can see clearly now.
So I can see chat again. Okay, here's the toucan.
You want anything? Need anything?
No, I'll be off here in a little bit.
Okay.
And here we have a blue-footed booby, blue-footed booby booby bird, and they are called booby birds. They're native to Central and North South Americas, the Central America and the North of South America. And here we have Sabrina. She looks pretty. So you see, some things are really good, and and then other things are kind of iffy. But the idea is to practice and to keep trying. Now I did this rabbit several times. This rabbit was inspired by Debbie Epps in our group, and I paper pieced them. Then I painted them, and I've done it several times in my books. And here we have a tiger, and I think this was off of a calendar or something. And then I tried sketching them over here, and I quit. Sometimes you just have to quit. You have to know when to fold them. But it makes you appreciate it when you do good. And this is just a kitty cat. Okay, now in this, I had another sketchbook in my possession. It's over there on the in the cupboard. I've got this sketchbook, and it showed you step by step how to draw each one of these, and you can see on some of them, you can see some of the pencil marks, like in the crabs. You can see the pencil marks, and then I went back over it in watercolor and colored them in a little bit. And so these were step by step sketches, and it was that's how I did all of these, and they're all ocean. And I've done a lot of them. You'll probably see more in here. You'll see more. Here were the farm animals in the sketchbook. So I've done a chicken before. This was a cat and a mouse and a sheep and a pig. Did pretty good on the pig. Following directions. This is Arrow. And I just had some extra paper that I glued down on this side. I just hate to leave this side blank. So here was a turtle. This was the inspiration. And then I did the turtle. And I think I did pretty good on the turtle. I'm happy with the turtle. Of course, I love doing the beachy stuff. And I love doing palm trees. I'm surprised there's not a palm tree in there. This was Zentangling. Practice my Zentangled. And it's just a pattern that you do over and over and over, basically. That's what I did. Here is Australia out of another book. Here's another Joe picture. I forgot about this one. So here's the koala bear. And I got other koalas. And here's Joe's koala. He captured his nose terrifically. He did the nose really good. And then here's my koala. And this little black speckles on here is from the pencil from the opposite page. Gave it a little texture. So those are really good. Okay, then we're getting into these kitty cats. Now, these cats came from a calendar, and it was called Pounce. And the cats were pouncing in action. So I tried to capture the pounce movements of each one of these cats, and I've got several of them in here. So here's Beaker, and he's got a cape on because he thinks he's flying. Thank you, Angela. Here's another one we named Skywalker, and he's pouncing, looking towards us, so I had tried to capture him. So this was the cat section. So here's another one. This is Oscar Madison, and she's pouncing, and so she's trying to pounce. She's trying to pounce. Now I did doodling around the edges of this one, and this was inspired. The doodling was inspired by Teresa Church. So she sent me this doodle page that she did, and it might have been the envelope. It looks like it might have been on the back of their envelope. So she did all of these doodles, Zentangles, and so I decided I would do a blonde cat, and then I would do all the doodling behind it, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So it was a different. And then over here on this side, I did it in paper instead of doodling on this side. I did it in the paper, the starburst. hmm And then this one we never got to do. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I got dogs. 9. That was from Janice Glines. 10, 11. That's a Chessy cat from the train. That's vintage. So then I I uh, I found this picture, and I don't have it in here. It should be right here, but I don't have it. If I ever come across of it again, I'll tear it out of the book. It's pretty famous. I've seen it around a couple times. So it's a raccoon's in the tree, but there's a catch. One of the raccoons is a kitty cat, and this was my rendition of this drawing. hmm And then I did it, sketched another bear, and that's as far as I got to it. And then I did shadow puppets. Remember how I used to do shadow things in the with the light with your hands? So I drew shadow pictures. There's the dog, and I did it with my own hands. I did it with my own hands, and I laid my hand down and drew the dog. That's how I did that. And this was my little shadow lesson. So there was the rabbits, and then we get back to doodle and buttons, and we tried to paint and draw them, sketch them. I got real whiskers on them. I've got horsehair whiskers. Sharon Lombard gave me the horsehair. She brought me the horsehair, and I put whiskers on them. And here was a horse. Horses are hard to do. I have a hard time with horses. But this was back in 2020. You remember when I did some of these? Oh, great. And Angela, you remember too? Oh, good. You girls have been with me a long time. So here was a calendar picture of a butterfly. So here is the butterfly that I made. And then these flowers are from a wallpaper book. And I pieced them on and drew the butterfly on the flowers. And this was another calendar here, and I tried to draw this bird. This bird is what I tried to draw. I did draw. And here are the dolphins, and that's as far as I got on this page. I didn't get the dolphins, but I got the water dam pretty good. Got to practice with something. And here's another lion. There's some more pictures that I haven't done. I did the manatees. So that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Here's another, there's a panther, Florida panther, another kitty cat, a cow, a deer. I need to get this book out and finish it, huh? And this is a possum. And then all back here are some more pictures of animals. There's a whale, there's a squirrel, there's a beaver, another tiger, big cat. So that's as far as I got on this in this book. But that was a lot of fun. And that's all I have time for tonight. So, guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will be back on Tuesday. I hope that you all have a great weekend. I'll put the glue back on my glue, the lids, and should have another tool for my other glue. And everything seems to be picked up enough, good enough. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. I'm tired and I need to get off. So thank you all for hanging out with me and for hanging out during the paint alongs. So if y'all need me, message me and I'll be around in the chat room somewhere. We'll go have dinner with Joe. Thank you all. Good night.